In what is known as classic Kejriwal style, Karnataka CM and his team sat on a dharna outside the income tax office in Bengaluru on Thursday. Because a few hours earlier, income tax officials were carrying out large-scale raids across the state of Karnataka. And this, the CM thought, was political vendetta.
The Income Tax Department yesterday arrested the former MP candidate of JDS, Prabhakar Reddy, who was JDS candidate for Bengaluru South earlier, and they said that he has evaded a tax close around 5.4 crore rupees. And today, the Irrigation Minister C.S. Puttaraju's brother's son house was raided by the Income Tax Department early in the morning. Then later in Hassan, we saw that the Income Tax Department raided H.D. Revanna, who is the PW Minister's close aide. His house was raided, and after that the Income Tax Department conducted raids in Mysuru and Ramnagara, CM H.D. Kumaraswamy's constituency, and close to around 15 engineers of the PWD department and one executive engineer houses were raided.
The Karnataka government accused the Income Tax Department of being a puppet of the centre for carrying out raids during elections.
Why they have not taken the assistance of state police? Why they have bring CRPF here to investigate?
Sir, they have put out a press note saying that BJP...
I know his background. Was the press note which was released by the director office. I know his background. How he is working. On which direction? With whom direction? He is doing his job, I know that.
But the IT department later clarified to a statement made by the Chief Minister of Karnataka. It said they raided no netas but only businessmen.
Credible information and credibility are two different things. Does Narendra Modi have any credibility today after misutilizing various agencies like IT, ED, EC, CBI, and for the first time in the history of country, judiciary had to come and protest against this government. So we can't really expect him to be free and fair.
After Mr. Narendra Modi took over as a Prime Minister, we have been witnessing these kind of raids from ED, IT and CBI, and they have lost their credibility. These institutions were the premier institutions of the country. Now they are behaving as alliance partners of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Tonight on The Last Word, we ask, is the Karnataka government right in opposing income tax raids? If there is nothing to hide, then why not wait to come clean?
Good evening. Now, just to add to all of that, a very peculiar thing actually happened, and this is how it all started last night. Chief Minister Kumaraswamy tweeted late in the night saying that about 300 tax officials have come down to Bengaluru, and tomorrow onwards they will start harassing JDS and Congress people. And all of this is just political vendetta by the centre, that is the BJP. Yes, even before the raids began, viewers, Chief Minister Kumaraswamy knew what was going to happen, and he started to cry conspiracy, publicly went out and said, look, they are all here, they are going to raid us and they are going to harass us. So obviously somebody leaked this information to him. And so the IT department this morning rushed, even before their planned schedule, to conduct these raids, some reports suggest. Now, Karnataka Irrigation Minister C.S. Puttaraja claimed that income tax officials and CRPF personnel actually carried out the raids at his and his nephew's place in Mandya. There was action in Bengaluru, there was action in Mandya, in Hassan and Mysuru. Though some media reports suggest that CBDT officials have said we have not really raided any MP or MLA, we've simply raided other officials. So tonight I just want to ask, is it fair for Chief Minister of a state to sit on a dharna crying conspiracy? If there is nothing to hide, if there is no corruption, if there is no tax evasion, then won't these suspects emerge clean? And even if there is an iota of possibility of any kind of wrongdoing, should the Chief Minister and his team be standing in the way of this investigation? Also, Has IT department been abused and misused so many times by successive state and central governments that now every raid, especially around the election time, is just seen as a conspiracy? What happens to the image of the IT department then? Let's say good evening to our panelists. Srilata Bharadwaj, spokesperson for the BJP, Kavita Reddy of the Congress party. I've got Mr. Arivalagan, spokesperson for JDS, and Mr. S.N. Prasad, former Commissioner for Income Tax, joining us this evening. I want to go across to Mr. Arivalagan first to understand, why are you so upset? From what I know, it's largely PWD officials and a few aides of ministers who have been raided and searched. What has got your party so upset?
Nothing party upset. Now you will be knowing that the raid which is conducted by IT department, now IT department is like a puppets to BJP central government, and the central BJP government is misusing almost all government agencies, and they are started today, and you will be knowing that we JDS are very strong in Mandya, as well as Asan, as well as Shimoga. Now, the main return given by BJP central government through IT raid is definitely they want to frighten the party workers of JDS and Congress. Anyway, this is not going to work out. Why? Because you will be knowing that they are puppets. You will be knowing that when Umesh Yadav of Congress has been bought around 50 crore. Why cannot ID could be raided in Gulbarga? And you could have been known last year around Gali Janardhan Naidu's daughter, the marriage is spent around 400 crores. Where did he get 400 crores? What IT were doing that time? Now, when a government is running smoothly, you will be knowing in South India, definitely the gateway for BJP is Karnataka. Now, they want to increase the number of seats in Karnataka. It's not going to happen. The way today the IT raid which have been happened, definitely even it will strengthen both the party workers, definitely will be working still more. And
Mr. Arivalagan,
let me this dirty playing of politics.
Let me save you some energy. 1 minute. Let me save you some energy. There are few phrases that your chief minister, that your deputy, also Congress leaders in Karnataka have already said. You've already said that this was like a PM surgical strike. You have already said that the IT officer here has been offered a constitutional post and he is now behaving like the puppet of BJP. You've already said that BJP is the most coward party in the whole world. So these points have already been made and they are running on the screen. Now you answer my question. Who is it that has been raided today that has gotten you so upset? Are you upset that an engineer from, that's 15 engineers and one executive engineer from PWD is under the scanner? Who are you upset about?
Putraju's nephews or something.
One thing very clear, madam. Today the raid has been done in the small irrigation minister of JDS, Putraju, and moreover, his relative house has been raided in Shimoga. And moreover, they are related, and moreover, the officials, what they have done also, it's also related to almost all the state government. Now, there is no necessity of doing such a one during election time. What makes them to do during election time?
Why is it related to election time?
If BJP government want to
why are you linking it to election time? So are you saying?
You'll be knowing that. Why? Because
Srilata Bharadwaj, here is the JDS spokesperson who is saying during election time the income tax department should not do any work. For 3 months they should just stop doing their work. No corruption should be found or investigated.
Ridiculous.
No, I didn't.
This is highly ridiculous.
You are misleading.
Yes, this is highly ridiculous because the income tax department is an independent executive body of our constitution.
Why can't they do it in almost all 28 constituencies?
It is not subject to approval of any government entity. It is an independent entity on its own. And the raids do not happen overnight. The raids are conducted after credible and concrete information, and this is the time where the money is moved around because of two reasons. One, because yes, as we all know, it is election time, money is moved around. Point number two, March is the end of financial year, and everyone knows that the finances
Mr. Arivalagan, 1 minute to both of the spokesperson. Can I just have 30 seconds of space, please? Mr. Arivalagan, everybody patiently heard you out. Even I didn't interrupt you. So now please don't interrupt when the other spokesperson are making their point. I will come back to you. You can make your arguments at that point of time. Now, go ahead, Srilata. Srilata, finish your point.
Yes. So as I was telling you that the IT department is an independent entity. The IT department do not conduct raids or searches overnight. I mean, it is not an overnight decision that is taken. There are enough monitoring procedures. There are flying squads all over who monitor the documents, who monitor the monetary movements, and then they come to a decision based on concrete evidence. Only then will the IT department chief, the principal chief commissioner, will give a go-ahead or give an approval to go ahead and conduct a search. And let me be very clear and correct you all here. It is a search. It is just a search. What are you people scared about literally? Why are you people coming down on the roads? And why are you making a big hue and cry out of all these things? It is just a search. If you find yourself that yes, you are in a wrong position and the search that was conducted was wrong, then you can always go to the court and you can submit a writ petition about it.
Let me go.
Let me making such a fuss out of nothing literally.
Kavita Reddy, is it fair to say that Congress and JDS are rattled today? So rattled that the Chief Minister, along with Mr. Shivakumar, went and sat on a dharna in their own state. Because it's election time, there is dirty money flowing around, and now you are rattled that the income tax snoops are roaming around the state.
Tell me, why shouldn't we do that? For example, this is not the first time. Every time there was an election in Karnataka, every time when the BJP was cornered, they have used the IT department. Be it the assembly election, be it the Rajya Sabha elections of Ahmed Patel, be it the trust move in the Karnataka assembly, be it the current Lok Sabha election, BJP has misused the IT department. They can do raids every day, but the timing is the point we are trying to make. We are not questioning the IT raids at all. We are questioning the
IT
timing.
department has nothing to do with the central government.
And only
No. Ladies, please don't yell over each other.
Let me finish. You
Yes.
gave the BJP spokesperson, BJP spokesperson the time. Give me the same time. The fact of the matter is BJP has misused the IT department on a continuous basis, and this is not the first time. It cannot be a coincidence that is happening every time on the 4 elections also. Please make a note of it. Why shouldn't the Chief Minister question? I want to ask the BJP spokesperson.
The IT department,
Under
the
what
IT
condition
department
did
works
the CRPF was brought in by the
Okay,
IT
no.
department?
1 minute. I am going to make this clear one more time. Can you just have the audio down of all our guests, please?
Madam, let me finish.
Please, no. Can we not yell over each other? Some of you, in fact, all of you, except Mr. Arivalagan, Kavita Reddy, you have to listen. Mr. Arivalagan, can you ask Kavita Reddy to just calm down? You are new to this show. We do not yell over each other. This is not that kind of debate. Please go on other channels if you want to yell over each other.
BJP is rattled.
She's still yelling. Kavita Reddy, you have to take a deep breath. Otherwise, I am not going to come back to you.
Why is that? I want to ask a simple question. Why is it?
Okay, I'm just going to go across to Mr. S.N. Prasad, and once our politicians are done yelling over each other, we're going to come back to her. I'm not going to do this. Not happening. Kavita Reddy, you have to calm down. You cannot continue yelling. This is not one of those shows. Mr. S.N. Prasad, at the heart of this entire political controversy and many more like this, is always a government agency investigating. Now, the one side, those who are in government will say, no, IT is independent, ED is independent, CBI is independent. The other side will always say you are acting at the behest of the government. What is your view on what has transpired in Karnataka in the last 24 hours?
Income tax department is a central department which is working independently. I am surprised how the Honorable Chief Minister says that it is raid on us, when the raids have taken place in the premises of engineers and contractors. No politicians have been raided. It has also been stated, we know in every state, particularly in Karnataka, there is a nexus between politicians, engineers and contractors. Since the raids on engineers and contractors have hit the politicians hard, that is why they are making so much hue and cry. as it has happened in case of Mamata Banerjee, when this ED had raided her favorite police officer, whom even Honorable Supreme Court has said recently that much more things have gone against him and inquiries are being made. So the Chief Minister or politicians should not be afraid of income tax raid. It is not that we are partisan or department is partisan only in case of Karnataka. Wherever information is given that there is black money or black money is being utilized, chances of black money of being utilized in elections, the department takes action on concrete information. Even the Election Commission and Supreme Court or various courts and all people are of the view that elections should be fair and free and no ill-gotten money should be utilized by any politicians.
Yeah.
And how the Karnataka is saying like that when the government has arrested a candidate who is fighting election. So they are themselves not free and fair and they are unnecessarily blaming the central government, and the income tax department has nothing to do with the present administration. When concrete information is given, we make inquiries, Reiki is done, lots of days are spent and lots of people are required.
Okay, now to Arivalagan, Srilata Bharadwaj and Kavita Reddy.
So many people who were coming, they were driven out.
Mr. Prasad, just hold on a minute.
Now you cannot,
Mr. Prasad, just hold on for a minute. Kavita Reddy. Kavita Reddy, are you not in the habit of listening to other people? Are you not in the habit of listening to anybody on a debate? Do you just go on and on and on ranting in a monologue? No. Now you will listen to me. Now you will listen to me, Kavita Reddy, because you are ruining my conversation and I do not hold such debates. You are not the one who is asking questions here. I am the one who asks questions here. You as the spokesperson of the Congress party are supposed to answer the questions.
He is telling lies.
He is the former commissioner of the income tax department. You will show respect to my panelists. He is not a politician.
So that's what.
So please stop making personal remarks.
Who is the candidate? Who is the candidate who got arrested?
I am going to make it very clear now. One more time, Kavita Reddy. If you do not listen to what I have to tell you right now, then this debate cannot continue. There is no yelling on this show. First, calm down. There is no yelling on this show. There is no yelling on this show. Calm down. Otherwise, I am not going to come back to you on this conversation. I am making this very clear. Do not derail the debate by your nonsensical rhetorics on this conversation. This is your first time on this show, so I am warning you.
You are doing the nonsensical rhetoric. You are behaving like a BJP spokesperson. You are behaving like a BJP spokesperson.
Okay. I'm going to go across to Srilata Bharadwaj and I am making this very clear to our viewers who know this. There is absolutely no kind of overlap, yelling that happens on this show. This goes to Mr. Arivalagan. This goes to Srilata Bharadwaj as well. Please come, wait for your turn when I come to you. I need to have a constructive conversation on this show. Otherwise, you can go to any other channel where this kind of drama continues and you can yell your heart out. Now, Srilata Bharadwaj, can you tell me what is the update on all the kinds of raids that were carried out, IT raids including, and other investigations in the run-up to the state elections? Karnataka went to state elections a year ago. Do you have an update for me in any of those cases or what has happened? Where have you reached fruition?
Karnataka went to elections last year, yes, we all know about that. And of late, there has been a tweet, an official tweet from the Department of Income Tax. And they have clearly stated that no MP, no MLA or minister have been so far covered. And it's based on credible information.
No, that you're talking about this time.
And they have used the CRPF following normal protocol.
No,
and
you're not getting my
question.
question.
Have been flown in from outside.
You're not getting my question. You can carry out as many raids every single time, crack down, raid, seize documents, seize money, issue whatever kind of press releases you want. My question to you is, if you are talking about a genuine case and a genuine investigation, what has happened to all of those cases and raids that were carried out last year or last to last year on all of your political rivals? If you are saying that IT department is an independent organization, give me the proof that in all of those cases where IT department has raided Mayawati or her brother or DMK or Mamata Banerjee's ministers or Lalu's family, or in Karnataka Kumaraswamy and his aides and ministers, in which case has IT department finished the case and found somebody guilty?
The IT department is definitely an independent entity.
No,
and
so many
again,
raids have taken place in other...
search and seize, the operation is performed. It does not mean, let me complete, please. So once the search and seize operation is completed, it is not necessary that immediately you have to declare whatever you've seized or searched or whatever. There is a time duration given to the person to submit documents. So if the documents are concrete and they are really logically true and they are valid, then of course they can obtain whatever has been seized by the IT department. They can just obtain it back. So there is a time duration, obviously, and nothing from the IT department has been officially declared in the present search that was carried out yesterday.
Arivalagan, do you want to respond to that? For all those raids that were carried out even when Siddaramaiah was in power and the same conversation happened?
No. One thing, madam, let me clarify.
No,
there is no any
crores of
candidate who
rupees
have been arrested.
from
It is
these
Prabhakar Reddy.
politicians.
He was a JDS candidate in 2014. No way he is connected to the present election. And moreover, you will be knowing that how this central government has misled the IT department. You will be knowing that in Tamil Nadu, IT department, even they have raided secretary office also. And you will be knowing that 20 days back, even Thambi Thore, the deputy speaker of Lok Sabha, he was against BJP. So everything is going wrong with this IT raid. Even Tamil Nadu ADMK has come to control of BJP only due to this IT raid. Now the IT raid has been conducted in Karnataka. Why? Because they want to frighten the voters of JDS and Congress. This is not going to happen at all. Now everywhere you could have been known, even in West Bengal, the IT raid has been suspended.
Even
they have problem.
Can I make a point here?
No.
Even they have problem in Karnataka also.
I am running out of time.
Why so the central government is doing such dirty things?
Okay, to your point, Mr. Adivalagan, let me take that to Mr. S.N. Prasad. 1 minute, please. To S.N. Prasad. Mr. Prasad, will you at least agree that yes, a lot of times, even when the raids are carried out, even when dirty money is found, even when there is wrongdoing, at the end of the day, 1 year later or 5 years later, that case just comes to a close without any action actually being taken, without the case really being proven. What has happened in all of those raids that were carried out in Tamil Nadu by the IT department in the last 2 years? Everybody is roaming free. That man is still the minister in the Tamil Nadu cabinet. Nobody has been brought to justice. And in case after case, that's what happens. Even if there is wrongdoing, at some point because of political pressure, no action is taken.
Whether a man is minister or not, it is not the power of the income tax department. Whether a person who has been raided and crores of rupees have been found from him remains a minister or not, it is the prerogative of the chief minister of that state. And the law provides that unless a person is convicted for 2 years, then only that person is debarred from contested elections. Lots of raids have not taken place only in Karnataka, it has also taken place in Bihar also. Who says Lalu Yadav has not been raided? So many politicians have been raided in other states. Why only people of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu are so much scared? And why the minister or chief minister is scared when raids have taken place in the houses of contractors and engineers? Because there is a close nexus between the
well, unfortunately, what happens here is, I have to interrupt, but thank you to all of our panelists. I'm running out of time here. Mr. Prasad, I'm sorry I'm interrupting you, but I'm completely out of time here. Unfortunately, viewers, the story is the same. It doesn't matter who is in power. We will never know the truth whether some kind of corruption or wrongdoing was actually going on or not. I can bet you right now that in a few months, all of this will be forgotten, just like the raids that were carried out before Karnataka assemblies. The money was seized, and after that, it was completely forgotten. Those files are buried somewhere. It happens case after case after case. Mayawati has been facing corruption charges and investigations now for almost 20 years and more, and nothing has actually happened in any of those cases. In the case of Mulayam Singh Yadav, CBI very quietly even closed the file, and it was only that at one point of time when the court turned around and said, what happened to that investigation, then the CBI said, oh, we filed the closure report on that one. These cases come and go only as it suits the political masters in this country. Now, I am not saying that any of these guys are innocent or corrupt. But the fact of the matter is, do we really have fair, efficient, honest investigations that are ever carried out in this country against the powerful? That's the big question. Thank you to our panelists. We move on to the second debate.